This is my World War II Russian Mosin Nagant, more commonly known as a Mosin Nagant. This is the M44, which is the shorter carbine version with a fold-out bayonet. This rifle was issued to artillery units and cavalry. This one's dated 1944 and is made in Yevsk, Russia. It's all matching serial numbers. Wood's pretty nice. Has a sling. This was the first rifle I ever got, and picked it up for about $100 at a pawn shop, which is about an average price for a Mosin Nagant. But this is the M44, and they're a little bit less common, and I've seen them being sold for $300, probably even more now, and they were in less condition than this one. So I think I got a pretty good deal on this. Believe it or not, this the reason I actually bought a Mosin Nagant was actually because when I was a kid, I played Call of Duty on the computer, and the Russian missions in the game were always the most interesting to me. And then I always, you're always playing with a Mosin Nagant, and at the time I had no idea how to pronounce it. I was calling the Mosin Nagant and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. But actually, the reason once I learned that my grandfather was in World War II, that got me interested in it. And then that's when I started playing video games about World War II. And then that's how I got started collecting World War II. And then when I looked up the Mosin Nagant a couple years later and noticed how cheap they were, I knew it was actually a gun that I was going to be able to buy. This is a very fun rifle to shoot. I guess I'll go ahead and show my AK since it's out. This is my Romanian AKM. Of course, it's not a real AKM. It's a civilian semi-automatic built from surplus Romanian parts. It's actually called a Wasser 1063. And if you know your AKs, you'll know it's pretty much the lowest quality AK on the market, and it's pretty much the cheapest. And they had some problems when they first came out in the 80s, but all the problems are pretty much solved now. And if you know what you're looking for, you can get a pretty good rifle for a cheap price. Or you used to be able to get a pretty good rifle for a cheap price. Now when the gun control started, they were trying to do all that gun control stuff. These got really high. These were selling these for like $1,000, which is way more than they're worth. Now they probably cost about $700 or something. That's still a little bit pushing it. I bought this one for $500 a couple years ago. I replaced the unfinished wood that came on it, with a Romanian Patriotic Guard stock set and a Hogue pistol grip. This is definitely a shooting rifle and not a display piece, but to people that don't really know about the AK, it looks pretty good. Alright. If you have any questions about either gun or anything else, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.